Today has made 65 years since the end of the Battle of the Atlantic, who lasted from 1939 to 1945 during Second World War. Battle of the Atlantic is the term that we use to describe all the fights that happened in the north of the Atlantic between September 1939 and May 1945 of the World War II. This war was expanded all the way to Arctic Ocean, the south of the Atlantic, the Mediterranean Sea, and even the Indian Ocean. We prepared a special report on the subject.
The Atlantic Battle was a determinant stake of the Second World War. For Germany, the goal was to establish a stoppage of the United Kingdom to stop the British economy. After the American engagement in the conflict, the stake became more important because it was now to stop the sending in Europe of American task force. The battle was mainly between German U-boats and Allies planes and destroyers.
At the beginning of the battle, the goal of the U-boats was to sink as more merchant boats as possible. Until February 1941, the advantage was on the U-boat side, because there were no escort ships with the merchant boats. After this date, the Canadian Navy took care of the merchant boats and organized convoys with about 30 merchant boats and 5 war boats to escort them. It was working, except for the specific spot in the north of the Atlantic, because there were no air support. They were getting attacked by wolf packs, which was a bunch of 30 U-boats.
Slowly, the U-boats lost advantage because of the technological forces of the Allies. For example, the Canadians got a break of escort to train their sailors and got equipped of underwater radars and sonars.
During this time, the British, who already had this equipment, were using the ASDIC, the Anti-Submarine Detection and Investigation Committee, who was an underwater radar, and were using the convoys to protect the ships. They started to build 100 destroyers and 400 escort ships to sail in 1941-42, which was at the same time as the German submarines. But from April to August 1940, the conquest of Norway, the defeat of France, and the entry of Italy in the war deprived the Royal Navy of the support of the French Navy. The forces were from now on about equal. After the scuttling of Graf von Spee in December 1939 and the sink of Bismarck in May 1941, the other building of the German Navy were brought back in the Norwegian fjords. Tirpitz, which was tracked in torso by pocket submarines, was destroyed in November 1944 by the RAF without being able to find any exit. During May, U-boats lost 40 units.
We've got some statistics for you. Between May 1943 and the capitulation of May 1945, 330 submarines were sunk by the Royal Navy and the US Navy. The British has lost 300 ships and the Allies 2,000 ships. 1,000 neutral ships were added. 45,000 sailors had disappeared, including 30,000 British. The Germans lost the near total of 700 U-boats. They had 30,000 deaths and 5,000 prisoners out of 40,000 men out of U-boat wave. The Allies had just gained at the Peace of Avey lost a capital victory.
This is how ends our report on the Atlantic Battle. We hope that you enjoyed it, and we will see each other after the break.